Greetings, YouTube. We have two troll-like things to talk about in this video. The first one seems pretty standard, and the second one is honestly pretty epic. Kudos to Kabam for the second one. So, this was submitted to me via the dean of my channel, Mr. Badgertoes, Dean, because his literal name is Dean. He sent this over. He is Cavalier. And he had this offer pop up in the last 24 hours. And it's the first time that we have seen Kabam try to trade a 5-star crystal worth of shards for a amount of units. Now, I said 2 to 3 years ago that Kabam put the price tag of a 5-star basic crystal at $50. I don't think that's the case anymore. I think, honestly, especially for Cavalier members who have access to Cavalier crystals, but even for uncollected members, I think the price tag is more like $20, maybe $30. Now, of course, the counter to that is that Kabam always puts out these Grand Master deals that for $30 give you some 20% champion boosts, maybe some revives, but usually not even that, and then it's like 1,000 or 2,000 5-star shards, and then 5 Grandmaster crystals. This is actually a better offer than that, but it's still bad when you consider that it's almost, what, 30, 35 bucks worth of units? Maybe more than that. Actually, we'll go ahead and we'll say $40 worth of units for the sake of argument. Give or take a few. 50 bucks worth of units is 1,450. So you do get, what, 170 less than that? Maybe you call it $45 worth of units. Either way, this is now a permanent offer, you would think, in the game. And even though it sort of feels like Kabam is trolling you, trying to get 1,280 of your units, it is something that they would probably guess will get someone to bite. So, as a person who grades everything, I would still grade this at a D-. It's not an F because it's not the worst of the worst, but it's still almost failing. The only reason why I'm not giving it an F is because it is for units, and so at least in theory free-to-play players could take advantage. But free-to-play players, especially for Cavalier and Thronebreaker, you don't want to buy a 5-star crystal. If you wanted to get the attention of the community, this is what the price tag probably should be of a 5-star Nexus. So I say that also knowing that if you missed my video that I posted recently, I had 5-star Nexus crystals raining down in my previous live stream. So, pretty crazy. Okay, so that is a troll, in a sense, trying to ask for almost 1,300 of your units for a 5-star crystal, which some people did take as a troll. This is a epic troll. This is what Kabam put in the game, and this screenshot has been sent to me like 5 times in the past, 12 hours. Where if you use Quake against Hercules, Kabam put in the text, "Thou really calls this a fight?" Basically saying that Quake and Shake, Quake and Bake, Quakers, not to be confused with the oatmeal Quaker Oats, are suckers who are using some kind of cowardly means to fight by not hitting. Now, of course, you know what I'm going to say this. Kabam, you invented Quake in the game. You made her like this. Don't blame the player base because they were too smart to figure out how to best use her to take advantage of so many tough fights, especially in the Gauntlet most recently, that caused you to allegedly get mad because you lost a bunch of money because players could use Quake to get around things as they have for years. Does it still take skill to use her? Of course. But yeah, this is a classic case scenario of Kabam knowing that if they nerfed Quake, that they would have a crazy uprising. So, of course, they're going to do more of the way to nerf Quake, which reminds me of how they nerfed Blade, which is not to nerf the champion, but to just bring up more nodes, especially True Strike. Anything that has the true you can't evade against me counter is what minimizes Quake. But still, even if you get him caught freezing with an Aftershock, thou really calls this a fight. So, there you have it, YouTube. I'm not sure which troll you think is more significant, $45 for a 5-star crystal or calling Quake and Shake cowardly But we've got both of those in this video. Thanks again to Dean and the channel and so many others who contacted me about this. It's always fun to know that everybody is having a similar conversation because I think this definitely started on the forums.